How many times a week do you remind your child to do something they already know they're supposed to do? Try to guess an actual number right now. Most parents will say something like 5, and then when they count it for a week, they come back with something like 23. I'm Amanda, and I taught special education for many years, and I'm raising 4 kids whose brains all work a little differently. So I've been on both sides of this desk. The one where I'm teaching somebody else's kid a skill, and the one where I'm standing in a doorway at 7 o'clock asking my own kid if they've started yet. In this video, I'm going to show you why those two things are not the same, and why the second one is quietly working against you. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the reason your number is going to be higher than you think. You're counting sentences like, do your homework, or did you finish that project? But a reminder is any cue you supply that they should be generating themselves. So it's also, did you start yet? Or even, it's 7 o'clock. The text you send from downstairs, or walking past their door and giving them that look without saying anything. That last one also counts. They know exactly what it means. It does the same job as a sentence. It just doesn't feel like one. So here's the difference between teaching and reminding. It's not about tone. It's not about patience or how nicely you say it. Teaching has an ending. Reminding doesn't. When I taught a student to use a planner, I knew on day 1 what day 30 would look like. And on day 30, I was finished. The skill was taught and the student was using it. My involvement was designed to shrink, which is always a plan with teaching anything. Reminding, which is what we do as parents, has no plan and no exit. Every night is day 1 again. You're doing the same amount of work in March that you were doing in September. And if you stop, the task completion from your child usually stops too. So here's a question you can ask about anything you're currently doing for your kid. Is my involvement in this thing scheduled to decrease? If yes, you're teaching. If it's just as heavy as it was 6 months ago, you're reminding. And doing it more or doing it better doesn't turn one into the other. When a reminder shows up reliably, the brain stops building the thing that would have made the reminder unnecessary because the job's getting done. In special education, this is called prompt dependence. It's not defiance, it's not laziness, and it's definitely not a character flaw. It's a rational response to a cue that always arrives. Your kid didn't refuse to remember. They outsource the remembering to you because you're good at it and you always show up. In the world of education, when we use a prompt, we build the plan to remove it at the same time. Fading the prompt is part of the procedure. It's not optional and it's not an afterthought. The entire point is that the prompt comes out and the kid's own cues start to take over. Parents don't get to the fading part. Parenting means to help, be involved, and stay on top of everything. Nobody told you that the help was supposed to have an exit, or even what that exit looks like. You weren't given bad advice. You were just given half of it. So I'm not going to give you a strategy today. Strategies are useless until you know your number. For the next 7 days, count. Count every reminder, every nudge, every did you, every single look. Tally marks on a card on the fridge. 2 things are going to happen. First, you get a real number, and it will definitely be higher than your guess. That gap is the most useful piece of information you'll get out of any of this, because from now on, when that number goes down, it means that it's working. And second, the counting changes your behavior on its own. It's a documented effect. When you record a behavior, the behavior is going to shift. You'll catch yourself mid-reminder with the pen in your hand. That is the whole thing actually working. And none of this is a verdict on you. The reminding came from paying attention. It came from caring whether your kid is okay or not. And at some point it worked, so you did more of it. You didn't cause any problems. And you're holding a piece of something that was supposed to be temporary, and nobody told you when to put it down. Count for a week. If you want a tally card and a full walkthrough on how to count, the link is in the description below. It takes about 10 minutes and it's completely free. Tell me your number in the comments and I'll tell you mine. If you want to read more on this or grab the tally card, head over to the Insight Parenting community. You will find a free lesson called the Reminder Count that gives you more instructions on exactly how and what to count. While you're there, join our judgment-free, no social media noise community for parents just like you. Next week, we'll talk about what is happening when you're reminding your kid 10 times a day. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. I'll see you next week.